and in the tapestry of human history, there are threads that shine brighter than others. These are the stories of faith, resilience, and compassion woven into Islamic tradition. They are not just tales of the past, but beacons of light that guide us today. The beauty of Islamic inspirational stories lies in their timelessness. They speak to the human heart, transcending boundaries of time and place. In this collection, we will explore 3 such stories. Each one is a gem, reflecting different facets of Islamic virtues. Their lives serve as powerful examples of how to live with purpose and integrity. In the early days of Islam, when the faith was still new and its followers faced severe persecution, there emerged a woman whose courage would inspire generations to come. Her name was Sumayyah bint Khayyat, and her story is a testament to the power of unwavering faith in the face of extreme adversity. Sumayyah was among the first to embrace Islam alongside her husband Yasir and their son Ammar. As a slave in Mecca, Sumayyah's life was already marked by hardship. Yet when she heard the message of Islam, she recognized its truth and beauty. Her newfound faith made her a target for those who opposed the new religion. Sumayyah and her family were subjected to horrific torture, but her faith never wavered. She became the first martyr of Islam, inspiring many to remain steadfast in their faith. Sumayyah's story is not just a tale of personal bravery. It is a powerful lesson in the face of oppression and injustice. Her courage wasn't about physical strength, but about the strength of her convictions. This kind of courage is needed just as much today as it was in Sumayyah's time. Her story reminds us of the importance of standing firm in our principles. Sumayyah's legacy also highlights the role of women in Islam. She was an active and courageous participant in the early Muslim community. Her steadfastness continues to inspire Muslims centuries later. This realization calls us to live with integrity and courage in our daily lives. From the story of unwavering faith, we now turn to a narrative of profound wisdom. The Quran mentions Luqman, a sage whose counsel to his son offers timeless guidance for righteous living. Although not a prophet, Luqman was blessed with wisdom that Allah deemed worthy of inclusion in his holy book. Luqman's advice to his son, as recorded in Surah Luqman, covers fundamental aspects of faith and character. He begins by emphasizing the importance of monotheism, warning against the grave sin of associating partners with Allah. Moving beyond belief, Luqman's wisdom extends to practical aspects of moral conduct. He advises his son to be grateful to Allah and to his parents, highlighting the Islamic principle of honoring those who have cared for us. Luqman also emphasizes the importance of prayer, patience, and humility. These teachings paint a picture of a balanced, righteous life guided by faith. The wisdom of Luqman, though ancient, finds new meaning in our contemporary world. In an age of information overload and constant distractions, his teachings on focus and mindfulness are more relevant than ever. Luqman's emphasis on being aware of one's actions and their consequences encourages us to live more consciously. One of Luqman's key pieces of advice was to enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong. In today's complex global society, this teaching calls us to be active participants in creating positive change. Luqman's counsel on humility and moderation in speech is particularly pertinent in the age of social media. His wisdom reminds us to be mindful of our words, encouraging constructive and compassionate communication. Luqman's advice to be patient in the face of adversity offers comfort and guidance in dealing with modern life stresses. Our journey through Islamic inspirational stories brings us to a shining example of compassion and generosity. Sulaym, a contemporary of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sulaym was known for her kindness, wisdom, and unwavering dedication to her faith and community. Her story teaches us the transformative power of compassion and the importance of putting faith into action through service to others. Sulaym's life was marked by numerous acts of kindness and sacrifice. One of the most touching stories about her involves her son, Anas ibn Malik. When Anas was a young boy, Sulaym brought him to the Prophet Muhammad and offered him as a servant. Her compassion extended beyond her immediate family. Sulaym was known for her hospitality and generosity towards all, especially those in need. She often prepared meals for the poor and welcomed travelers into her home. Her actions embodied the Islamic principle of treating others with kindness and respect. Her story teaches us that true faith is expressed not just in words, but in deeds of kindness and generosity. Sulaym's life demonstrates the profound impact that individual acts of kindness can have on a community. Her compassion created a ripple effect, inspiring others to emulate her generosity. This principle holds true today. Small acts of kindness can create a chain reaction of positivity that extends far beyond our immediate circle. In a world often marked by division and conflict, Sulaym's example reminds us of the power of compassion to build bridges and foster unity. Her kindness wasn't limited to grand gestures, but was a constant feature of her daily life. This teaches us that true change comes not from occasional acts of charity, but from a sustained commitment to treating others with compassion and respect. Sulaym's generosity also highlights the Islamic principle of seeking knowledge and sharing it with others. By sending her son to learn from the Prophet, she demonstrated the value placed on education in Islam. This aspect of her story encourages us to continually seek knowledge and to share what we learn with others. As we reflect on these inspiring stories of faith, wisdom, and compassion, we are reminded of the timeless relevance of Islamic values. The courage of Sumayyah, the wisdom of Luqman, and the kindness of Sulaym are not relics of the past, but living inspirations for our present and future. These stories challenge us to examine our own lives. How can we embody the unwavering faith of Sumayyah in the face of our modern challenges? How can we apply Luqman's wisdom to navigate the complexities of contemporary life? How can we emulate Sulaym's compassion in our interactions with others? The beauty of these Islamic inspirational stories lies in their universality. While rooted in Islamic tradition, the values they espouse, courage, wisdom, compassion, are qualities that resonate with all of humanity. As we conclude this journey through these inspiring narratives, let us carry their lessons in our hearts. Let us strive to face our challenges with courage, approach life with wisdom, and treat others with unfailing kindness.